All right, tag 47's on the stick, the traditional belted barra. He's ear notch 8-4, again from pin 16. More of the 8 litters. Cage the Elephant, call for quote. On the sow we called Noggin. That was a goosebump sow that we bought from Heimer that won the Duncan Sift a few years back. Again, this sow would have had a 4th overall at Heart of Texas and a Texas bred winner, cell maker there at San Antonio this last time in the Hamps that Lawson Taylor showed. This pig, of that group of males, there's a lot of them out of that 8 litter. This one probably has the most distinct look through his head, his height of shoulder, the shape and sculpture of his neckline and the base of his throat, and still the ability to put all that with a bold blade and arm. Love his elevation up front, and still massive chested and as sturdy on his front foot as you could ever ask for, really. Great back shape. Maybe as much real turn over his loin edge as anything that we've got there in the sale. Looks like a pig that needs to be fed a little lower protein. He's pretty carved up and shapely, and maybe today on this hotter feed and self feeder, he's just a little harder and a little bit more rigid because he's got so much to him. But I think if the right things happen and the right management's done, there's some extras and some wow factor to that barra that could play into his favor as we head on down the road. The big barra, tag 50, maybe from a pound standpoint, might be the biggest hog in the sale, and is a very good animal. Tag 50 is going to be a 21 litter barra, 21-3, and that barra has stood out from the time that he was there in the nursery. He had just a huge back, a high-headed pig that had just great shape and spread there to his blade and his chest. Equally big when you get in behind him. Big pinned, big lower stifle, and yet the way that muscle lays on his body is so good. His hind leg is enormous. For a hog that's got length of leg and elevation and extension, his bone is just incredible in terms of density, and that's a hard thing to do. Easiest way to make him bigger featured and bigger legged is to shorten everything up, and this guy's the anomaly and kind of antagonistic to that particular approach. 21 litters again, or Cage the Elephant, best kept secret. So again, on the Calico Gilt that the Taylor family showed 2 years ago, that won quite a bit. She's been a great sow for us. Had the Granite Colorado County last litter. Didn't have a big litter this time, but every one of them I think is a very, very good animal. I like this guy a lot if you're thinking about New Mexico State Fair, Tulsa, or a September County show, or if you're wanting to gear up for Dallas with that big 300 weight. I think this one can certainly kind of fit that and be a big barra that still reads immature up front. He'll have the right height of shoulder. He's got pastern strength, like one that is going to stay sturdy and up on his toes as he gets big. I think that hog just really fits the bill of a big heavyweight barra that's competitive at one of those earlier shows.